Hello and welcome to Diablo 4 Season of Witchcraft. I am Sammy. I am playing as Sammy the Twisting Blades Rogue. We are running with an Open Veins build guide. I'm doing my best to follow that. So some of my goals include finding some of the mythic uniques that this build calls for, as well as maybe doing some nightmare dungeons. We'll see. But as I like to do, let's start with making an attempt at the pit. Let's see what we can do there. I think I'm just gonna go up to 66 because I tried 70 and I did not make it. Then again, I've updated my poison resistance since then, so now I actually have some. I think if it's a warm-up, I think we should go with 66. Just because I'm fairly confident that I can do it at 66. And of course, I'm going to give myself the critical strike potion because I just like being able to do some more damage. Okay. I also love my Piranado. Man. I felt as though I kind of rinsed through tier 65 when we did it. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but now it certainly feels like I am taking a beating. Come on, dude. Just gotta get that guy. All right. All right, killing dudes, getting that timer going up, keeping my hand on the left wall. I'll kill these guys if they're gonna hang out there. But I'd much rather be killing these elites. They're worth significantly more to my time. Wow. Come on, baby. The poison dude is gonna be my bane. Good. Good. Both of the champions are down. There might be another one somewhere. Yeah, I do love it when they pop. But they don't pop as frequently as they used to. I'm not doing enough damage. It's part of the reason I want to take another stab at some of these Torment bosses to see if I can collect some better gear. Oh no! Ooh. Okay. Time is looking good, so I think I'm fine there. I shouldn't be focused on these singular enemies. If they're gonna hang out alone, I should try to lure them to a bigger group. Because I think I know I do better against close enemies, and I think I do better against crowds of enemies. Don't stand in the poison. That'll end your run real quick. Okay, anyone in this little room? No. I really am a bit worried that this is going to turn out to be a dead end, but I'm not all that worried about it because there's elites, which means the timer's going up. It goes up faster if I can get these elites taken out. Damn it, I fired it off too soon. I thought I was frozen, so I tried to get out of it immediately, but I wasn't frozen yet. I love the artillery shrine, baby. Oh, I love the artillery shrine. It's the best. Okay. We're doing fine. They're not doing as much damage as they were a little bit earlier, but of course these dudes with increased health and all that stuff, man, they can take a beating. And they don't even, they're not elites, they're just regular enemies. I don't know why I was spending all that time working on them. I should have just moved over to this dude. And I gotta stay mobile, because when he puts down those poison pools, that's gonna kill me faster than any other attack he's got. Come on. Poison pool. Get him. Alright, there's my portal. I'm just gonna take it. There's no reason to hang out on this floor. Yay, Piranado! I love the Piranado. I love the Piranado. Good. He's not dropping poison, so that's good. Whoops, that's to the right. We're going to the left. I don't know if any of you ever played those older arcade games where it was an isometric view, but it was a racing game. And in the arcade version, they had a steering wheel that made it so you could actually drive your car, but left was always left and right was always right. And as soon as my car was going downwards, so left and right got reversed, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could never wrap my head around it. So I don't know if that's still the case. I don't know if I would still be terrible at those games, but I imagine I would. With as frequently as I get confused as to left and right in these dungeons, I imagine I would still crash into walls. Good. So really, what I'm working towards with this Artificer's Pit is I do want to get to tier 75. And I want to be strong enough to finish it with 5 minutes left on the clock. That's what the challenge says for the season journey. And I've got 8 minutes left on the clock here in tier 66, but I don't feel like I'm doing enough damage to really be able to tackle tier 75. Well, clearly I wouldn't be able to tackle it now, but even if I had it unlocked, I think I would be running out of time by the time I got to the Guardian. Thank you, Piranado. Yeah, so keep an eye on that timer. If there's 5 minutes at the end of this tier 66, then we're going in the right direction. But yeah, if I have run out of 5 minutes, then I may not be in a good position, even if I could unlock tier 75. Oh, I feel like I've got a mustache hair tickling the inside of my nostrils. And both my hands are too busy. Alright, alright. Where are the baddies? Good. They're going down. Alright, we got a few elites. Hopefully that means they'll get me really close to finishing this timer. Gotta take care of the champion too. Because I'm pretty sure he adds power to everybody, including the elites. Whew. Alright, so we're very close. Okay. There they are. There's the guys I wanted. Good. Keep working on them. Keep getting through. Don't let them make me fearful. Don't let them explode me. Dang it. They made me fearful. Okay. Here we go. On to the Guardian. I doubt I'll be able to kill him in 40 seconds, but we'll give Mother's Judgment a shot. Scheißen. Trying to watch the ground to make sure I don't get hit by things. The ground. The ground. It wants to hurt me. Okay. I think I'm doing all right. Gotta watch the floor, though. Woo! Where'd she go? Where'd she go? I shouldn't be using these potions, but I really want to get the kill. Ah, I'm gonna run away. Okay. She's going down. We had 4 minutes and about 10 seconds left. So, we've still got a long way to go before I can finish a tier 75 with 5 minutes left. Boy, would that be dope! But it's not happening. Alright, my phone. Okay, good. I saw something from a local news, and I'm always worried about starting to get like an Amber Alert or something, because even with your phone on silent, it's gonna go off. Okay. I was here because I wanted to see you. So I think it's you. Devious. That's what we're working on now. What was that, +4? No, +3. Had to be +3. But I'm into that. All right. That was a good warm-up. We're getting closer every day, getting a little stronger, getting a little closer. Let's head over to the Beast in Ice. Because there's a whisper for it. I would like to see if I can hold my own against the Beast in Ice on Torment IV. I know I could handle him in 3. Just don't know about 4. And I think... Okay, it requires 12. I'll just take the 22, and we'll put him back when I've done it once. So, despite moving the control panel to the middle, I still have a lot of screen glare. I can see it a lot better than I could in the past, but there are going to be times when you'll catch me making a hard lean trying to see at least my health. All right, beast in ice. Let me take out your guardians who are blocking my path. Get the champions. Wow. This might be a tough fight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to conquer this particular boss, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try. Yeah. I mean, we got to try. And there's so many of them I have not even tried this season. I have beaten all of them at least once in the past, but this season I think I have only fought Grigwar, Varshan, and maybe the Beast in Ice. So we could go up against the vampire, whose name I have forgotten, or the Uber bosses. Let's see if we can get him staggered. There's a stagger. This is gonna be a brutal fight, I imagine.
It's a fight you wanted.
Good. Yep, keep twisting blades against him. Oh, snap. I mean, I'm glad that I've got pretty good ice resistance. But it's much like poison damage in this fight. There will come a point where the ice is just constantly hitting and just doing damage. So I gotta pay attention and I gotta do my best. Come on, baby.
This is what you asked for.
Let's get him staggered. There we go. Hopefully we can do some damage. A little bit. And now we gotta deal with this. This was what I was worried about. Ooh, okay, first wave is not going to be too terribly difficult, but the second wave is going to be significantly harder. Keep watching the floor. I'm doing my best to chat while I try to do this, but it's mostly going to be running commentary of me panicking and running around. Okay, the floor is less dangerous, though now he does the thing I hate. Okay. Really, much of this fight is a challenge.
You want blood spilled and bones broken.
Good.
Yama's your girl.
Okay. Good. That didn't do nearly as much as last time.
Carving meat from bone is my
Okay, good. Every time he jumps up, I'm worried that it's going to be another one of those situations where I have to watch the floor and be careful about what damage I take. Got me once. Almost halfway. I'm mostly saving my L2 ability for when he is not staggered. And when that's the case, then I try to use it because I think that's the ability that raises the stagger rate the most. We're halfway. Good. Back in it. I gotta heal up. Alright. The silence is because I'm watching the ground and I'm having trouble staying alive. Good. We got him staggered. That's all I needed. It was a good little stagger. We're staying on our feet for this fight. Dang it. Good. Good. Man. So much of this fight is just pretending it's a bullet hell. Alright, here we go. The hard part. That was close. Because 2 elites are gonna spawn, and they can take a beating. Plus I gotta watch the floor. Thank goodness for my piranhados. I think that's a safe spot. Good. There's my safe spot. So in addition to hurting me when those spikes come up, it also pulls me into the blizzard. Which does constant damage. I'm kind of trying to save my triangle for an emergency, because I don't necessarily need to have a target to be able to use my triangle dash ability, whereas R1, that one I have to target someone. Okay, Beast in Ice is back. I cannot remember. It looks like the floor will still be awful for me. Okay. Now is when I'm really not happy. Alright. Gotta watch the floor. Forgive my silence, trying to stay alive. This is kind of a little bit of training for Lilith, because she also makes the floor deadly. Oh no, it happened. It was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I saw it too late. Alright, really fast. It's still an active fight, so I want to give it one more shot. One more again. I just want to make sure that I've got good equipment, good repair. All right, Beast in Ice. Let's have a take 2. I just wanted to see if there were any baddies on that side. All right, starting it over. But my equipment has been repaired, so he's starting over too. Oh no. Still got a potion going. That was kind of the thing I was a little bit worried about. Alright, got him staggered again. Just not doing the damage output I would like to be doing. Come on, baby. What a cheap place to land. Alright. Got our twisting blades. Got them orbiting around us. That was very dumb of me. I'm glad it didn't hurt. I walked right into him dropping down on top of me. Okay, well, at least we got him to this phase. Thank you, Piranhado. Good. Almost staggered again. Excellent. Excellent. So when he gets staggered, the rest of that damage that he does cannot hit me, so I don't have to worry about getting frozen again. But he's far away from getting staggered this time. Ow. Keep going. Alright. This part of the fight, I feel like I can kind of relax. Don't really have to be that stressed out. Minor bullet hell happening that I gotta watch out for. But otherwise, it's really just head-to-head, his armor versus my armor. But when we get to the end of this fight, when I'm more than halfway through, that's when it's always trouble. And I get it, like, he's got to get harder the closer he is to death. It just sucks when I get him that close. Come on, stagger. There we go. Alright, tons of twisting blades. Okay. I'm watching the ground. Come on, baby. Take the damage. Get hurt. Okay. Good. I mean, not great, but good. Come on, baby. We got him halfway. Oof. Yeah, get behind him. Get behind him. Let him blow all that ice. Every time. Okay. Yes. Yes on the stagger. I think he also, like, his defense goes down if I can get him staggered. I've also lost track of where the center of the arena is. I guess I'll figure that out when he jumps back up into the sky and we go into the final phase. Ah! Okay, and there we go. Get back into the fight. Oh man, it's a lot of bullet hell because his attacks are not that powerful. It's the floor that can kill me. And so that's what I'm really watching out for, and I've got to do better this time than I did last time. Okay, come on, come on. Good. Get out of there. Oh, I'm just gonna heal up just to make sure. Dang it. Dang it. Get out of there. Be dope if I'm standing, but nope, it's never gonna be that way. They'll never be kind enough to put the safe spot where I'm already standing. Alright, now for the hard part. Let's watch the floor. Do our best. Forgive the quiet. Trying to make sure that I don't get killed by the floor. If I can get him staggered. Shoot. Darn it. Alright, well, we gave it a good shot. We gave it a good effort. I'm just not ready for it yet. Ah, curses. Oh well. He can have those distilled nightmares or whatever. So disappointing. Well, if you want to make it all up to me, feel free to hit that follow button. If you would like to support the show financially, that would also be much appreciated. I'm still looking for a job, so I would take your subscription. I have a podcast we're taking this week off, but it's Potato Chip Pictures. You can find it on pretty much any podcasting app, as well as YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That is Potato Chip Pictures, the podcast. And then, of course, you can find me on mostly Blue Sky, but I'm also on TikTok and YouTube. Get rid of the gold fine, because I don't need gold. You're not the occultist. You're not the occultist either. What village am I in?
Witchcraft here. Only honest magics.
I think the smartest option is going to be the Forgotten Altar, because I want to get some of these witchcraft powers leveled up. I want to get them to a spot where, particularly the Piranado, if I can get that maxed out, it will move around the battlefield, and I want that. It's just getting there is becoming a bit of a hassle. Okay. This time we'll have our hand on the right wall. But I need to be smart about it and actually explore until we find at least one Forgotten Altar. Because I think there was one time when I ran the Forgotten Altar and I completely forgot that was the nightmare dungeon I was running. And so I just ignored it. I just finished the dungeon. Yoo-hoo! Oh, hi, you. I didn't even see you over there. Which sucks, because you are doing significant damage to me. Wow. Okay, there's our first of 3, so I'm going to head back and check this other path. Just to make sure. If it's a dead end, great. But, well, this one's fine. This one's fine. I'll do this one. It's not the one where I have to defend 3 people. So we'll see if I can get mastery on this. I can on most difficulties, but Torment IV has been a bit daunting for us, so forgive me if I fail mastery. Right now, it looks like we are way behind from timer to slaughter. Come on, Piranado, I need everybody in the middle. Thank you. Like, I think I have to complete the entire wave for it to count. I don't think killing these individual dudes matters as much as killing all the dudes matters. I got 10 seconds left-ish. Come on, Piranado, I need one more big one. Did we get mastery? Nope. That bar is not even moving. Alright. We did not get mastery. That's fine.
No.
Yep, I don't get to fight you. I'm sorry. That's what you get for mastery. You get a little boss fight. Alright, well, Forgotten Altar was not there. But we know now, and that's really all that matters. That's all we were looking for, was making sure. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to leave you hanging. Wow, this gate takes a beating. I just gotta figure out how to get my damage output higher. That's really what it boils down to. But we got one gate down. If I can level up, maybe I'll get stronger. Out of the volcano. I don't think I need to kill that dude, but come on. We gotta kill 50 of these elites without dying. And every time we die, no matter where it is, it resets. There we go. Stay out of the volcano. It's bad for my health. Oh, my nose is itchy again. That hair is back. Alright. Just to make sure there's no elites hanging out in this corner. On this bridge. The cowards. I love it. I do love some of these abilities. Now the question is, do I want to reface that defaced shrine? I mean, I must have missed the cap somewhere earlier, because it seems to be gone. I don't usually see them this far away.
Carving meat from bone is my specialty.
Good. Let's just work on this corpse gate. Ooh, I got it. And now I want the elite. I also want to get rid of those dudes who are doing ranged damage to me. These two as well.
It's a fight you wanted.
That is true. It is a fight I wanted. Just kind of wanted it to be a little easier than this. Good. Alright, he's down. There's our champion. Love it. Get them all in one spot. Watch my health. Come on, get him down. There we go. Whew. Still have not found my forgotten altar.
That's a prime cut, eh?
I'll keep checking the mini-map. Alright, here is our final corpse gate. Hey, Blazin'! You weren't supposed to be here. We've all been talking smack. No, I'm just kidding. You're the first person to talk on the whole stream. So I'm glad you're here. Alright, let's get this guy.
This is what you want.
I'm alright. I'm alright. Got a few more scripts written. We're gonna explore the whole dungeon. How are you doing? Did you hang out with family? Was it a board game night? What's going on in your world? My world's boring. It's mostly spent sitting alone, waiting to stream, applying for jobs, writing scripts. Well, I'm glad you swung by to say hi, and I hope you sleep well. The rest of you are stuck with me. Oh, goodness. I want to be doing better killing things. Okay. Sounds good. And then we'll just count you as a lurker after that. Lurking is always fine. There should even be a lurker emoji. Stood right in the middle of that volcano. I always play this rogue like I think he's a barbarian. How else are you gonna get your fairy tales if you don't have those beard hairs? I had to trim my mustache a little bit today, and I always hate when I have to do that. For real, right? I thought barbarians and rogues were pretty much the same thing, just, you know, barbarians were the bigger version of the same thing. Alright, still have not found my forgotten altar. There are lots of paths to go in that direction still. Okay, and this is the end. I figure, you know, if you're playing D&D, every class is a tank if you play it correctly. You got a wizard with a bit of a glass cannon tendency. That's okay. Take him right into the battle. We'll let him do all the work. Alright, I am excited to see which one of my witchcraft powers got updated, upgraded, upsold. Oh my god, speaking of sales, I don't know if you, Blazin, deal with door-to-door salespeople, but they still exist in the US. And earlier this week, I had just finished my stream, I was downloading the video, and then I hear a cop knock at the door. You know, I'm gonna do my best, hopefully you can hear it, but something like, did you hear it? Anyway, very forceful, very aggressive knock, and I was like, what the hell, am I in trouble? What's going on? Why would the cops be at my house? That sucks. And I open the door, and there's this, like, I don't know, 16, 17-year-old, 5'0" girl at my door. And she was like, oh, did I scare you? And I was like, yeah, I thought you were the cops. She was like, yeah, all my coworkers say the same. And then I got rid of her because I'm not going to buy anything. And, like, that's the dumbest thing for me to do. Over here trying to find a job and then buying shit from a door-to-door salesperson? No, thank you. But yeah. Cop knocks are terrible. Don't do a cop knock. If I'm gonna knock hard and forcefully, I try to add some kind of rhythm to it, whether it be like a song or some recognizable ditty, just something that adds a little levity to the situation. But I don't know if I have knocked on a door in 5 years. I don't knock on people's doors. I don't go to people's houses. Guys, the most exciting thing I do in my life is stream to you guys. I try to make writing sound like it's an exciting thing, but it's me sitting at a computer quietly, just typing away. Okay. I got my altar. Where the hell is the stairs? There it is. I could check here, but I don't think there would be another altar there. That would be wild. Whoops. Dead end. That's good of you. I don't have a great relationship with any of my neighbors. I find... Okay, I gotta talk a little quietly because I'm right next to one of my windows, and so I don't want the neighbor on that side to hear. But I find them to be a little spooky, kind of a little culty. That's the reason I don't really talk to them. But then... on that side, on the other side of the house, I've had those neighbors for like 3 years, and ever since they moved in, they have been so gossipy. And so the only time I speak to them is if I happen to be outside, and they start naming names and telling me about stuff going on the street, and I have no idea who these people are that they're talking about. I've lived in this place for like 5 years, and I have no idea who my neighbors are. I'm a shy person. I'm comfortable on camera, but people don't really like it when you walk around holding a camera. It's like, hi, I wanted to introduce myself, and I'm going to film it because that's the best way for me to feel comfortable. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. That's really fantastic. You got good neighbors. I think, if I'm honest, I think most of my neighbors would be helpful. There is two houses on my street where I'm kind of scared of the people there. But everybody else, I imagine if I showed up at the door and asked for help, they would drop everything and help. That's just the vibe that I get, except for 2 houses. Thank you for the hydrate. And I'll sit up straight. All right, did I die? I don't think I did. Okay, so we're almost halfway. If I could somehow manage to survive another nightmare dungeon, then we'll be golden. Everything else is gonna get dumped. Yeah, man. Gotta keep it good and straight and back. Sit on my butt muscles, as my ex-wife used to say. It's a thing I never really learned how to do, sitting up on my butt muscles. Let's see. We're gonna put every one of these away. My big fat face is in the way, so I couldn't see. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. Okay, what I really wanted to do was look at that, junk that. You're my occultist.
Have a look.
And then we're just gonna dive back in. Oh no! I get my kids this weekend, so no video games for me this weekend. But I might watch a movie with them. I'll have to look up to see if there's anything good, either in theaters or streaming. That, or I'm gonna have to make them watch an old movie. They prefer to play Roblox on their tablets. That's their jam. It's either YouTube or Roblox. And they like really short form YouTube, so they don't watch their daddy. But I can talk them into playing board games with me. And I do love board games. Would have loved if it had been that one that got the upgrade. All right, let's dive right in. We've never done this dungeon this season, so let's try it out. I mean, I don't know if I've done it in the past. There might be some dungeons that I have never stepped inside of. I would have to check the challenges to see. Usually, at least when, you know, before I was streaming again, when I would play these seasons, I would play for way too many hours in a row. And so I would finish the seasons fairly quickly, because I wasn't playing for 2 hours. Well, thanks. But once I was finished with the season and kind of looking for things to do, I would go through the challenges to see if there was anything I had not completed yet. And so I'm pretty sure there are a handful of dungeons that I have never stepped inside of. I would have to double check, but I think that I started looking at it region by region and saying, okay, what did I not accomplish here? Come on, dude! How much health do you have? There we go. That was the miracle barrier that he threw up. Stopped all damage, kept him alive with just a few hit points left. Okay. I like when I have to kill all of the enemies. I still love the middle status. Still got screen glare covering my health bar, but I like how easy it is to see everything else. And it's much easier to keep track of my timers and recharges. Although old habits die hard, I still mostly play by button mashing. Like when I play, I usually just hold down the X button, so my primary just goes all the time until I need to move, and then I'll just hit square to get a stab in, and like that's just how I usually go about it. But now I can actually see, like, if I can do stuff. Oh boy. I don't know if I can handle the butcher. Alright, Piranado, I need the assist. Hopefully we can get him staggered so I can start doing some damage. Because if he kills me, I'm gonna be quite angry. Come on! Stagger his ass! Stagger him! This is insane. There we go. Got the stagger. Starting to do some damage. Hopefully he doesn't grab another barrier. Actually. Damn it! Again! Oh boy. I was like, this is gonna be a perfect idea. I'll just jump in there, grab a power up, whatever it is, it's gonna help. And then it's a cursed shrine that I'm ignoring completely. That's okay, he's almost down. And then we can go back to the cursed shrine. It's probably expired by now, but they do count as spawned enemies who have to be killed before the gate unlocks. You guys won't let me pick anything up off the floor. Ah, it's still going. I mean, somehow I stopped 2 waves. That's pretty dope. That's pretty good. Especially considering I didn't think I would stop any waves. Thought I was just gonna focus on the butcher. Whew. I'm very glad the butcher couldn't kill me this time. I'm glad they have nerfed the butcher. I know there are people online who are like, "Oh man, the butcher's so weak now. He doesn't matter." But the butcher would send a chill down my spine in the past. I would hear him and I'd be like, "Great. whatever I was working on has been interrupted, and I'm likely gonna die. So I'm gonna have to go back and repair my equipment. And the first time I beat him, it felt very good, but yeah, it was just one of those things where, like, I don't fear him as much now, and that's for the best. I don't panic. I don't freak out. And if I'm honest with myself, I kind of hope they nerf Lilith as well so I can take her out. Ah, these barriers. But yeah, man, you're not getting those beard hairs out of me. I'm too good at this game. I don't even have to look. I don't even have to look at the game. I can just look at you. I didn't see that guy.
It's easy money. Making my way.
Yeah, I feel bad when they're talking and I talk over them, so I'm starting to just kind of stop those journals unless I actually want to listen to them. Then you'll just keep making bets. I bet this is going to be the one that kills you now that you can't see your status bar. But as I said, I still can't really see my health, not until I can afford some blackout curtains. And then that means I have to do housework. I have a couple of framed pictures I need to hang up. I have the hammer, I have the nails, I even know where I want to hang them up. It's just by the time I think, alright, maybe I should hang it up, it's like 10 o'clock at night and I don't want to be banging on a wall. Like, I don't know how much my neighbors can hear. Get out of there. Yeah, man. I'm gonna say you gotta work on your cop knock. Can't be doing that cop knock. Not around me, anyway. I'll still answer the door. I'll just answer it, usually holding a knife behind my back. Just because I'm like, who is this? They can't be a good person. No one slams on the door like a good person. Funny. Funny. Okay. There we go. I'm just picturing you as a bit of a mousy person. Just kind of whispering all the time, like, hey guys, do you want to hang out? You want to play a board game? This game is called Be As Loud As Possible. This is my loud voice. I tease, but really I would be the one made fun of because everybody else would probably be able to hear you, and then my loss of hearing would have me going, what? All the time. I'm an old man. My ears aren't as good as they used to be when I was a child. No! Okay. The Piranado is still the MVP. I love that Piranado. I'm gonna miss it when the season is over. That's fair. That is fair. I mean, usually at larger functions, if there are strangers around, I am fairly quiet. So, one of the things that bothers me is when friends are like, oh man, you should meet Sammy. He's so funny. You're really gonna get along with him. Because I'm like, don't hype me up like that. When we first meet, I just wanna see if they're safe. I'm not gonna joke and have fun. If they want to hear me try to be funny, they should watch any of the things where I try to be funny. But yeah, at a party, no. Introduce me as a coward, as someone who is terrified. I'm like a spider. I'm more scared of them than they are of me. That's good. My anxiety causes me to overshare at times. Getting a little better at that. I'm trying to undershare. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, in the back of my head, I'm like, well, if I can show them how much of a freak I am, then they won't want to hang out. And so if I just dump a bunch of red flags on them, then they'll leave me alone and I can be lonely again. The worst is when you meet people who are like, that's awesome, tell me more. And you're like, no, you're not supposed to want to hear more, go away. This was my defense mechanism. Come on. Standing right on top of it. Okay, I'll pick it up. Get that barrier. Stop these demons. You can't fool me. And I have to check because I can heal at full health with this build. Because my potions increase my attack power. And so I'm like, I don't want to waste a potion if there's no one around to at least take a couple of twisting blades to the face. That's what it was. Yeah, it was the delay. Definitely wasn't you just calling me out trying to make me waste a potion. Okay. How are we looking? It's always with these ones where you're like so close. Well, hopefully this boss doesn't kill me. I'm glad to hear that. Woo! Are you wearing some nice tweed, a nice sports coat? I got this from a secondhand shop. I think they call it charity shops in Europe, and I love it. I've had it for a few years. It's one of my favorite jackets I've ever owned. Unfortunately, the secondhand shop I got it from, as we all, I didn't know that you also went to bed wearing your awesome suit for PJs. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Floor became a bit of a bullet hell. There we go. There, perfect. So it looks like only one more nightmare dungeon should do it. So there's Blazing out there, having his cup of tea, wearing his Betty Bye business suit, the best type of business suit. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I made it. I didn't die at all during that thing. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Alright, so every time you kill the butcher, he will drop at least one butcher-related thing, whether it's the actual cleaver or the cosmetic for the cleaver. There we go. Maybe I should drop the price down to 5. Yeah, so the cleaver, I got one. It's good. I can't use it. I'm probably just gonna get rid of it. Okay, looks like there is a ring. It's not beer. And that's the beverage that usually goes through me the fastest. Alright, before we dive back in, I'm going to try upgrading a couple of these.
Of kingly make. Use it well.
Nope, can't do the last one.
Always hot.
Then how am I on coins? I should probably spend these. And so, I don't love this vendor. I don't love these coins. I forget what it's called. It's like, I don't even want to say what it's called. I just don't love them. And so I'm always trying to spend them. I like to keep you guys on your toes. I'm going to vanish again. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I vanished too early. I can do maybe... Nope, I can't do any more. There we go. Alright, no more vanishing. Instead, let's take a gander. That one is definitely going away. I'm going to get rid of all of the gold finds anyway, just because I don't want to use them. Whoops, you're not my occultist. You're my occultist. And then, of course, I have plenty of keys available. So I'm going to avoid Nahantu because they're more likely to have poison damage. Maybe Fractured Peaks. Hopefully that means that they're more likely to have cold damage. Let's do... I don't even know. Well, my occultist is, friendly. Let's do the Forgotten Altar. We'll go with Suppressor. I can live with that. I can live with it indeed. I have no shame. Okay. If you're new here, feel free to hit that follow button like 2 of your peers did yesterday. If you are enjoying this and you would like to support the show financially, I would take your subscription. It's not required, but I would take it. And, of course, I have a podcast. Comes out every Friday, except for this Friday where we're taking a week off. It's called Potato Chip Pictures. It's a movie review podcast about movie franchises. We're focusing on the 007 James Bond franchise, so if you want to give that a listen, I would appreciate that. I would especially appreciate if you checked out our YouTube or TikTok channels, because I make a bunch of shorts, and they don't usually get a lot of views, so I wouldn't mind, a sympathetic like every now and again. Oh man, you can find me on Blue Sky and TikTok. I'm not that active on most social media, but that's where you can find me. So, I need to kill about 11 more elites without dying. If I can manage that, that is a second challenge completed. So, I gotta do my best. I can't let myself die. Alright, we'll get this champion taken care of. I should have said these. There were 2 of them. They always come in pairs. Alright. Alright! Got my Forgotten Altar. Used it. It'll be exciting to see if any of the powers I have equipped got upgraded, but really any free upgrade is dope. Eventually I need to go back to the headhunt zones, pick up some more Restless Rot. I need it for a lot of things. I need it for my witchcraft powers. I need it for the witchcraft gems. Everything's so expensive this season. Alright, I'm mostly hunting for elites, so I might backtrack just to make sure I didn't leave any behind. There's 3 more. Come on, Piranado, I need you. Thank you! Sometimes you just gotta wait for the Piranado to listen. Get these suppressors out of the way.
It's a fight you wanted.
Perfect. Okay. Like I said, I want to dive back over here just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Oh, I've never been over here. Never mind. Dive back. Psh. Okay. Oh. I don't know if this is an event or if this is just a room. But I've seen it a few times where there's like some cultists and they've got dudes in cages, these revenants. Yeah.
Only capable of lies, unless properly motivated. We have many useful tools to inflict pain on these soulless beasts.
Strange. 2 rooms of them.
Harsh and howling eventually become like a song of truth. It is a blessing to be able to end their suffering and send their demented souls back.
Okay. Alright, stop talking to me. I'm ready to talk again. I was resting for a moment, allowing them to do the narration for me, but I'm finished with them. They just kept talking. I started counting elites like 6 of them ago. I think we needed 11 for the dungeon, and I've only counted 6 being conquered so far. The good news is they usually travel in packs of 3, so if I find 2 more groups of them, they should... no elites in here. They should knock off that that challenge if I can get 2 groups of 2. But it is crazy how sometimes it feels like everywhere you look, it's elites and it's, you know, all sorts of people dealing damage, and then other times you go in and it's just regular enemies, maybe a few champions here and there. Okay. Thank you for your slain gold, Mr. Slain Knight. Now, the one thing I miss about my frog was that the frog would kill these barrels and stuff that were on the, just the path. And so gold and obdicite, all that stuff would just kind of appear on the map, and my kitties could go and pick it up. But my Piranado does not seem to do that. Variana does not seem to hate the environment around her, because she also does not do that. Okay. Maybe they changed it. It's been like a week or 2 since I've had the poison dart frog, but previously when I would go into a dungeon or even just walking around the map, if there were destructible items, I would see him just shooting his tongue at it. There we go, waking horrors, I can die again. We did it! But that also means I can beeline it for bosses now. It's possible. It's very possible. Because I destroy a lot of stuff just by moving around, so maybe. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm quite proud of myself for having done 2 out of the 10 or so challenges that they want me to do. Good. I'm gonna go to the right. I have no idea which direction the boss will be in. But we don't have any special tasks anymore. We're just looking for the boss arena. And as they say, given an infinite amount of time, the most surefire way to conquer any immutable maze is to put one hand on one wall and follow that hand all the way to the end. This doesn't work if you've got a mutable maze, meaning it changes as you go. You know, like the movie The Labyrinth. That method would not work. The walls change. And so you cannot rely on your hand to guide you. I love that movie. I don't love the little red dudes whose heads and torsos come apart. I usually skip that section of the movie. I hate the song. I hate those characters. I just think it's a waste of time. But the rest of the movie, I love. I think it's spooky. I think it's cool. I think it's imaginative. I absolutely love the well with the helping hands and all the faces that those hands make. Oh, that sticks with me. I love it. Good. Let's kill that blood bishop. Kaboom! Good. I want to wait for that notification to go away before I take a look. All right, it is fully gone. So, we have completed 3 out of 10. Well, 3 out of 8. I need to find 5 more of these that I think I can handle. And I think the root hold would be the next one that I should try. So that changes often. And right now, I feel like the movie that I'm always trying to talk other people into watching with me is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That movie was shockingly good. So very good. And yeah, so I think right now that's at the top. But other movies that usually occupy that position would include Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Muppet Christmas Carol, which is my favorite Christmas movie of all, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I think is the best of all of the Spider-Man movies. So, yeah, I think those are some of those. I usually prefer franchises, and I like to think about, like, which ones were the best and the worst and blah, blah, blah. And so I think about things like the MCU or Star Wars or James Bond. And I don't really think about the individual movies. I think about the franchise. And I'm like, man, how dope is that?
The forge is always hot.
But yeah, I'd say Last Wish. Puss in Boots: Last Wish is a must-see. You gotta go see it. I do like How to Train Your Dragon, and I'm a little concerned that DreamWorks is going to do a live-action remake of it. But that's how I feel about any live-action remake of a movie that came out while I was alive. You know, so like Lilo and Stitch coming out soon. I'm like, I saw that in theaters. Like, it's too young for me to want to see a complete reimagining. Okay, we wanted to go to a root hold. That's what I was doing. That's what I got confused about. We'll grab 2. That's interesting. Yeah. It's... I think the only live-action remake that I have enjoyed so far has been Mulan. But that was because it's a completely different movie from the cartoon. It's the same themes, a lot of the same characters, but otherwise, the live-action version of Mulan is a totally different movie than the cartoon version. And it doesn't feel that way with the other ones that I have seen. Like Beauty and the Beast is fine. It's a serviceable movie, but it's redundant. There was nothing that they did that really added to the experience. I could just watch the cartoon and things are still golden. Ooh. Do it. Screw it. So yeah. Interesting. I mean, my kids want to see both of them when they come out, and so I'm going to go see both of them. But if I didn't have kids, I would not go see them. I just don't think they would be worth it to me. Also, I did not pay attention to the things that I picked up, the things I selected. I know one of them reduces my resistances by 20%, but I have no idea what the second one did. I just selected it. I was like, whatever.
Let's have a peek inside.
Okay. Oh, man. Are there any champions? I see that one person with... Oh, he's head rotten. I thought that was a symbol to tell me that he was, like, added resistance or health. Something. Good. I'm not as powerful against individual enemies. I need them to be in big groups like this, and I need my big freaking Piranado. There we go. Just have to be a little mad about it. Be like a bad boss. Then it does what I want it to do. There's gotta be a champion nearby. They've all got damage resistance. Some of them have increased health. Where? Who is giving them that extra stuff? Well, I mean, maybe I got him? No, I got him. I don't know why he lost his head rotten status. There's so many things about this season that I just do not understand. And I don't think I got any legendaries this time around, but we'll take the flames raining down, and we'll take 20% health. That's way better than 50% health on bosses. But I'm excited to see if I can handle this head rotten. Last time we went into a root hold, I couldn't take out the boss. It was a little embarrassing. We don't talk about it. Okay. Good. I love my Piranado. Do wish these guys were dropping a little more Restless Rot. But anything is better than nothing. Good. Alright, we got 3 of them right away. And I got this blast shrine, I love it. Oh, it's so wicked. Devious. Exploding all these enemies. Well, yes, I hope you also have a good evening and a good weekend. And all the other stuff. And I will try not to have too many supervillain laughs as I do wicked things in this wicked game. Come on, Piranado. Bring him on. Yeah! That's my favorite. Oh, I love my Piranado. Alright. Then I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Well, I guess if you watch these streams on YouTube, I don't go quiet on the YouTube videos. I'm still loud and obtrusive. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, that guy who's riding the other guy, I think that's one of the people that throws grenades. He threw the grenade. I hate those dudes. I hate those freaking poison grenades. The worst thing. Like, even if I had maxed out poison resistance, I'm pretty sure those poison grenades would still do a lot of damage. So really what I'm hoping to do is freeze them or do anything like that. Oh, there's a poison grenade. It's coming at me. It's tracking. Let's see if I can get this guy. The flesh cultivator. No! Stop with your poison grenades! Oh, man. Alright, I think I got one of them. So if someone else is throwing poison grenades, then I'll have to deal with them. But the first guy, he's down. Excellent. Got through the barrier. Standing in the rain of fire. Good. Whew. That was a wee bit more exciting than I think I wanted it to be. Okay. There we go, Piranado. Get them all together. We'll team up on these guys. I've got 4 revives left in this root hold, as well as 1 more pimple to pop. Ah ha ha ha! Once that grenade attaches to you, there's nothing you can do about it. At least that I know of. Maybe there's a way to wiggle it off, but I think it's like a sticky grenade, and once it's on, it's just a matter of watching it until it kills you. So, what I'm gonna do is kind of move around a bit more. There's one. Because really what I want to do is try to be in motion, stop these grenades from attaching.
Right, Cutty.
Okay. As long as they don't hit me with it, and as long as I stay mobile, I should be able to get by. They dropped one right next to me.
Blood spilled, bones broken.
There's another one coming my way. Why am I even fighting it? I did it. I popped them. Ah, there's a mythic back there. And there's a grenade right next to it. Got it. Okay. I'm going to the boss. Screw these grenade throwers. They're ruining my day. Okay. Let's see how well we do against what is likely a headless. Yep, headless husk. A cunning one. But we're getting through that barrier. Not as fast as I want to be, but we are getting through it. Come on, baby. Come on, do more damage. Okay. I mean, once the barrier is gone, he'll die pretty quick. It's just dealing with that barrier that I've got to worry about. And I wasted a potion. Screen glare confused me. I thought I was almost dead. Good. Alright, Piranado, get him again. Doing okay on health. It's gonna be a while before he drops a health potion. Because I gotta get through this barrier, and I'm not even halfway through it. There we go, now we're halfway through the barrier. If I can stun him, great. I seem to do more damage when he's stunned. The issue is, every time I stun him, it takes much more to stun him. Well, I'll keep working on it. Keep trying. Come on, baby. You have got to, there we go. I mean, we're more than halfway through his barrier. Come on, dude. The dude I'm talking to here is Sammy the Rogue. I want him to be doing way more damage than this. Sammy! You need to kill him! I'll mash the buttons for you, but you gotta kill him. Okay, staggered again. Get back to stabbing him with some twisting blades. Come on, stop moving. Stupid cunning headless husk. We just gotta get through this barrier. His defense is not gonna be as strong as that barrier. Just sucks that these barriers are so freaking powerful. They can take a beating. But we're about 3/4 through the barrier. Got him staggered again. Hopefully, yeah, it does do noticeably more damage to hit him when he is staggered. Come on, my dude. I just can't rely on him getting staggered. Come on, dude. Let that barrier go down. You don't need a barrier. I think I'm going to start muscling through his sword attack. I just saw how much damage it does. And it doesn't... yeah, I think I can manage it. Woo! Woo! I don't know what he did to the ground, but I don't think I want to stand inside of that. Get out of that. Ooh. It doesn't seem to do much damage, that or I was outside of the hurt zone. But the barrier's almost down. There's his stagger. Come on, barrier. There it goes. Alright. Finally doing actual damage. Come on, baby. Kind of really wanting to get a health potion back. I haven't needed it. I'm able to muscle through most of this battle. It would just be nice to re-up. Be back up to full. Alright, this'll do it. This will be the one. Come on. Alright, we're back up to 10 potions. But I was really hoping I would do way more damage than that while he was staggered. I mean, his health is only going in one direction. And it's the direction I like it going. I'll just keep dashing back and forth. We'll dance in your arena. You may be cunning, but I am fleet of foot. Alright, we're halfway. Through the health, we're way more than halfway. We just had to get through that barrier first. I keep saving my R1, thinking that he is gonna hit me with some kind of status effect that freezes me in place, but I really should be using it because I'm pretty sure it gives me a damage boost. So next time he moves around, I gotta remember to do that. Almost down to a quarter left. Come on, baby. Come on, Piranhados. Hit him a little harder.
Carving meat from bone is my specialty.
Well, then do it, lady. He's got less than 25% of his health left. Carve that meat from that bone. I'm being a bit reckless. But my health still seems fine, so I'm not too worried about my reckless behavior. Oh, snap. I didn't do what Blazin paid for. Alright. This is the posture check. Just to make sure my back is good and straight and I'm sitting on my butt. And now for the hydro check. Okay. Alright. We are looking pretty good. We're looking pretty solid. We're feeling pretty good. If I take a look at the season, I don't think that counted. Nope, it did not. I don't think a single legendary ceremony shrine spawned on that last one. And I think I want to avoid Nahantu for the next root hold. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make my face disappear. I know Blazin is asleep, but I don't want to panic him in case he opens his eyes and my face was gone. Alright, everything's getting junked. And was that a nightmare dungeon? Does it count as one? It might, and I might have picked up some Obdicite, but not enough to make another upgrade. Okay. We are still upgrading things that I don't need upgraded. That's fine. That's fine. I do have enough to continue upgrading this one. I'm not using these ones, but they're the cheapest to upgrade. Let's see. How much is that one? 25. And then they get expensive. So, yeah. Pretty much the first 2 rows I am spending my Restless Rot doing, because I want to get those upgraded before Forgotten Altars do it for me. Okay, what are you? I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to go back into Nahan 2. I'll keep that one. And let's do a Fractured Peaks root hold. I think that would be a wiser decision. Obviously, we could handle hitting another potion. Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna finish the stream before the potion wears off. But here we go. On to the root hold. We're gonna give this a shot. All right. We want legendary altars or whatever they're called. There's one. Flames rain upon you, and evading calls forth more flames. So that's dope. So that's our first one, and then we want a second one. I'm not going to activate the others. The priority is survival. Ooh, don't get frozen. Wow. That's a lot of flames raining down. I don't... Does a dodge count as an evasion? Because it seems to be going like crazy. Oh my goodness. I may have to stand up and away from the microphone just so I can focus up and stay alive. Okay. Dude's dead. We just gotta get 3 pimples popped. I know they're exposed roots, but they look like pimples to me. And they pop like pimples to me. Now it'd be dope if the stuff that's raining down also hurt my enemies. Like if I could make it a 2-edged sword where by evading there's a chance that it'll fall on someone's head and kill them, but I think they can just walk through it like it's nothing. All right. There's the last one. Oop. All right, cross your fingers. Let's hope there's another legendary one over here, because this is my last chance to get it. Obviously, if I get a root hold where they have 2 legendary ones at the first choice, then I'm going to take them both. Damn it. Okay. Well, we're going to do increasing the evasion cooldown and just get through it. I'm not going to do all of them. I don't have anything to prove. I haven't been impressed with the rewards from these root holds. Get those champions in their face. Get those champions killed in this place. Okay. I don't need to fight these guys. I'll fight a group of them. They're worth some experience that way. But if it's just 2 of them taking a beating, then that's not worth it. All right, we got 2 of the 5 right next to us. Let's do this one first. Damn it. I didn't even see that champion over there. I'm sitting here thinking like, gosh, these guys are taking a beating. Of course they are. Paragon 200, baby. And I think that's the last time I will be leveling up towards the Paragon board that they have set up. Now I have to make all the choices for myself. No! Good golly. I have no idea what killed me, but I accept it. Good. I gotta be mobile. There's a very high, well, not very high. There's a probability that they are spawning those dudes who drop the poison grenades, and that would kill me in one hit. So instead of like being crazy like I am, I should play with the assumption that someone is about to throw a grenade at me. Okay, good, good, good. Everybody dead. I mean, we gotta keep going. Gotta keep gunning at it. Good. Good. Ooh. Please, no. I was hoping it was a protection shrine so I could just be reckless. That was the sound that those golden cocoons make. Okay, things are fine. We only died once. It's only a little frustrating. Yeah, man, the season challenges that rely on random number generation, those are the ones that bug me. So having the challenge say that I need to select 2 legendaries when I have no control over whether 2 of them are even going to spawn, it's just a little frustrating. That's okay. I died anyway. There was only 1 legendary here and I couldn't even survive that. Good. Okay. Let's avoid the fire. We don't need to walk in fire. Just looking for the last pimple. I don't need to fight everybody unless they stop me. Maybe it's closer to the boss arena? It can do that. There it is. We'll see if in the next 10 minutes I can defeat whatever headless corpse spawns inside of there. Come on, dude. Take out the champion. Thank you, Piranado. It at least gives me a place to target. Okay. Ah, curses! My inventory was full. I have to run back to town, melt everything, and then try again. All right, first things first, let me take a look at what we picked up. I'm not going to do it. It's not worth it to me. And then, making my face disappear, it looks like this ring, and it's also worthless. Well, not worthless, just not what I'm looking for. Okay, back in with fully repaired items, an empty satchel. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Into this fight we go. Who's it gonna be? It's another cunning headless husk, which is fine. He's not too much of a pain in the butt to deal with. It's just this barrier can take a beating. It would be dope if this raining fire was also hitting him, but I'm pretty sure it's only a hazard to me. Come on, my dude. You gotta die. For how much I have to be moving to get out of the way of the raining fire coming down, I'm like, this is a bit of a challenge. I mean, last time it was a pain in the butt because it took forever. This time it's a challenge because there are things falling on the floor hurting me. And not him. But I get it. It's a video game logic. It's the same logic that I prefer to play D&D with, you know. Things meant to hurt enemies only hurt enemies. Things meant to hurt heroes only hurt heroes. Come on, dude. You gotta go down again. I'm also gonna watch my health, because if I can keep him pinned, which I can't, he can get around me. But if I could keep him pinned, then I can muscle through most of the damage. I do think the raining fire could become an issue. So far, it's not. Come on, dude, you gotta stagger again. Perfect. Okay. When I get him staggered, that's when I seem to be able to do more actual damage, and I'm about halfway through his barrier now. Which I think is a little faster than we did last time. I mean, we've still got like 7 minutes left in the stream. Longer if I'm still in this fight. But if he gets the upper hand and he wins, then he wins. That was the end of that stronghold, or root hold, or whatever it's called. Good. Got him staggered. That's when I do most of my damage. Come on, dude. You gotta die. Health is fine. Get back in there. I'm over here thinking about our the lurker who fell asleep, and if he woke up, he would be like, wait, Weren't you fighting this guy when I fell asleep? And the answer would be yes. I'm just fighting him again. Come on, baby.
It's a fight you wanted.
I mean, we've gone through 3/4 of his shield. And I think his shield represents more health than he actually has. So I think we are about halfway through the fight, is what I'm getting at.
Bones broken. Lariana's your girl.
Gotta watch my health. That's why I keep poking my head around. I just don't want a stupid reason to die.
That's a prime cut, eh?
Come on, dude. Get staggered. Get staggered. There we go. This should... Nope, we're not doing enough to get through that barrier. I was hoping I could take it out during that stagger. But if we can take it out now, great. Fine. Perfect. Anytime the barrier goes down is a good time for the barrier to go down.
Bones broken. Lariana's your girl.
There it goes. It's down. Finally. Now we can do some real damage.
Carving meat from bone is my special.
Then do it, lady! Quit talking about it! Get to carving! There we go. Got him staggered again. Alright, we're 1/4 of the way through his main health bar. As I said, it goes a lot faster once the barrier is down. Come on, baby.
It's a fight you wanted.
It is a fight I wanted. In fact, we've been in this fight for about 7 minutes now, Variana. Where were you that whole time, huh? Huh?
This is what you asked for.
What I'm asking you to do is a lot more stabby. Come on, baby. Alright, we're almost to 1/4 of his main health bar remaining. It just takes a little while when you're weak, like Sammy, the rogue, is in Torment 4. I'm very powerful in Torment 3. Just doesn't count towards my season journey anymore. Alright. I'm gonna watch my health while I stand in the middle of that fire. He's so close. So close to being dead. I'm about to recapitate this cunning headless husk. Oh, come on, dude. Go down. Be dead, thank you. Holy moly. Holy moly. Whew. Well, that was a pain in the butt. That was a pain in the butt. And we've got to do it again next week because I think I can actually do the root holds. I think I can. I just need to get a little stronger. Now, I thought I picked up something. There you are. But I'm not going to use it because I'm running a 3-star. Okay. Get rid of everything. Oh, I don't need to repair. Fantastic. Still not enough to upgrade. So, let's instead get our last level. Let's see. I'm just going to make sure. It's obviously not the last level. It's just the way this build guide works is once you have followed it to completion, as I have done, then they say the first thing I should work on is obtaining any remaining nodes providing a damage increase within the radius of a glyph socket. So, for example, let's go to you. All right, so in this case, it looks like anytime I get intelligence. No, but that's not adding to it. Yes, it is. Okay. For every 5 intelligence purchased within range, you deal 8.7% increased non-physical damage. So as I start leveling up from here, I want to stay within this whole region, which is pretty huge now that it's a legendary glyph. But I'm going to be looking for the intelligence nodes. So, doesn't look like there are any in immediate range. And there's only 2 that I could get. But that's the idea. That's what we're going to be exploring next week, is doing these Paragon points in a way that hopefully increases things. So I'm going to be looking at a lot of my glyphs to see which ones I think are the most effective, and then I will upgrade those ones. So come back on Monday when we play some more Diablo 4 Season of Witchcraft. You can, until then, check me out on TikTok and YouTube. You can find the Potato Chip Pictures podcast on any podcatcher. There is no new episode tomorrow, but, that's my fault. That's what it is. I was a sicky boy. So, we'll be back next week, and I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!